Your phone buzzes in your pocket. You didn't hear it ring, you didn't really feel it against your leg, but somehow you already know something's waiting and your hand is already moving toward your pocket before you've even decided to check. Let's get straight to the point. That's not a habit, it's not even notification addiction, not really. By the end of this, you'll understand exactly what dopamine and variable rewards actually have to do with that one small buzz. Push notifications are built using decades of behavioral psychology, engineered down to the buzz and the badge, to be almost impossible to ignore. Here are 8 tricks notifications use to hijack your brain. Number 8, the phantom vibration. You feel your phone buzz in your pocket, you check it, nothing's there. That's not a malfunction, it's your brain running a prediction it has made thousands of times before, so often that it now fires the signal on its own, just in case. Every real vibration got tied, over time, to a small dopamine-linked hit of anticipation. The chance of a message, a like, a reply. Your nervous system learned the pattern faster than you noticed you were learning it. Psychologists call this phantom vibration syndrome. Most phone owners report feeling it regularly, some multiple times a day, checking a pocket that was never buzzing at all. Your phone doesn't even need to ring anymore. Your brain does the work for free, running the same prediction over and over, hoping to be right just one more time. The push notification isn't really the trigger anymore. The trigger is just expecting one. Number 7, the open loop. Your brain hates an unfinished story. Push notifications are built almost entirely out of unfinished stories. A red badge with a number on it, a preview that cuts off mid-sentence, a name you recognize with no context attached. Each one opens a small loop in your mind that refuses to close on its own. Psychologists call this the Zeigarnik effect. Unfinished tasks stick in memory far longer than finished ones. This is one reason notification addiction doesn't feel like other habits. It's not really about the reward, it's about the unfinished thread. You don't open the app because you're curious. You open it because your brain has already filed this as unfinished business, sitting there, quietly demanding to be closed. And the moment you close one loop, there's already another one waiting, half-formed right behind it. The app was never just trying to inform you, it was trying to leave a door open just wide enough that you'd have to walk back through it. Number 6, the anticipation gap. There's a strange window between the buzz and the check. The half second where you know something arrived, but you don't yet know what it is. That gap isn't empty. It's the most valuable moment notifications create because your brain fills it in itself, imagining every possible message before you've even unlocked the screen. Slot machines are built on the exact same gap. The pull, then the pause, then the reveal. And it's that pause, not the reward itself, that keeps people pulling the lever again and again. Psychologists call this pattern intermittent reinforcement. Rewards that arrive unpredictably train behavior far more powerfully than rewards you can count on, and it runs on the same dopamine loop that keeps slot machines running. Push notifications compress that same design into your pockets. The buzz is the pull, the reach for your phone is the pause, and whatever's actually on the screen barely matters, because your brain already got its hit from the anticipation alone. You're not really checking your phone for the message, you're checking it to close the gap your own mind just opened. Number 5, the stack effect. One notification is easy to ignore, a stack of them almost never is. 3 app icons with red numbers, a lock screen with 5 previews layered on top of each other. None of them feel urgent alone, but together they start to feel like something you're falling behind on. This is the stack effect. Notifications don't just compete for your attention individually, they compound. Each one raises the psychological cost of ignoring all of them, even if every single one is genuinely unimportant. Apps know this, part of why so few clear their own badges quickly. A lingering number isn't a bug left unfixed, it's a small, quiet pressure growing slightly heavier every hour you leave it there. Eventually, the stack doesn't feel like 5 separate notifications anymore. It feels like 5 separate reasons you're behind, and only one button that makes all of them go away. Number 4, timing, the invisible lever. The exact same notification can be ignored at 9 a.m. and impossible to resist at 11 p.m. The content never changes. Timing does the work. Apps track when you're most likely to open them, not just what you're likely to open. A message during a boring meeting or a quiet commute lands completely differently than the same message mid-task. This isn't a coincidence, built once and forgotten. Many apps test, send times, then time themselves for when your resistance is lowest. You experience this as the app knowing when you need a break. It's simpler. The app learned when you're bored. The push notification itself is neutral. The moment it's fired at you, almost never is. Number 3, the control illusion. You can turn off notifications. Technically, that's true. Practically, almost nobody does. Every app gives you a settings menu, a real sense that you're in charge. That feeling of control is genuine, but it's also one of the reasons you rarely use it. When people feel they could opt out anytime, they relax their guard. An off switch makes the current interruption feel more tolerable. Even though nothing actually changed, apps benefit from this without touching the settings screen itself. It just needs to exist, unused, reassuring you that you're driving. Meanwhile, the defaults do the real work. Most categories arrive switched on from the very first install before you had any opinion about it. The illusion of control isn't layered on top of the design. For a lot of apps, it basically is the design. Number 2, social reciprocity. A notification that says someone liked your post is easy to ignore. One that says someone's waiting for your reply is not. Humans are wired for social reciprocity. When someone reaches out directly, ignoring them costs something, even when we know an app generated the nudge. Apps exploit this constantly. Someone sent you a message pulls differently than someone liked your photo, because one implies a person is waiting. Group chats push this further. Learning that 15 people are already discussing something without you creates a faint social debt, the sense you're already behind. None of this requires an actual relationship. The obligation fires whether the someone is a close friend or a stranger, since your brain barely distinguishes the two. The app isn't just competing for your attention anymore, it's borrowing your relationships to do it. Number 1, variable rewards. And here's the mechanism that ties every other one together, quietly, underneath all of them. If every notification guaranteed something good, you'd eventually get bored and stop checking. If everyone guaranteed nothing, you'd stop even faster. Instead, notifications run on the one pattern that keeps people checking longer than either extreme ever could: variable rewards. Sometimes the buzz is nothing. Sometimes it's exactly what you hoped for. You never know which one it'll be until you look. And that uncertainty is the entire engine. This is the same mechanism behind slot machines, the same intermittent reinforcement behind every dopamine spike that keeps a gambler pulling the lever again. Your brain doesn't release its reward chemical at the outcome. It releases it in the anticipation right before you check. The phantom vibration, the open loop, the anticipation gap, the stack, the timing, the illusion of control, the social debt. Every trick before this one was just a different door leading to the same room. You were never addicted to your phone. You were responding perfectly normally to a slot machine that happened to fit in your pocket. The problem isn't that notifications exist. The problem is almost none of them are designed to inform you. The phantom vibration, the open loop, the anticipation gap, the stack effect, the timing, the illusion of control, the social debt. The variable reward underneath all of it. Every piece points the same direction. Keep checking, keep opening, keep coming back. So next time your phone buzzes, pause for half a second before you reach for it, because the ping was never really about the message. If you like seeing the hidden design behind everyday digital life, subscribe to Hidden Interface.